In 1933, the United States government made it a federal crime to own gold. A $10,000 fine or 10 years in prison just for keeping your own savings at home. Sounds crazy, right? But Americans voluntarily handed over their wealth to banks to save the system. How did the land of the free pull off this totally legal robbery? Today, we are going to look at this massive glitch in the financial matrix. We will show you exactly how the developers of the economy rewrite the rules whenever it suits them. And most importantly, we will explain how this exact same scheme is quietly eating your paycheck right now, and what you, as a regular player, can do to protect your inventory. Let's load the save file. Think of the economy like a massive multiplayer game, or maybe a giant casino. Before the 1930s, every paper dollar in your pocket was not just a piece of paper. It was a receipt, a rock-solid contract. $20.67 equaled exactly 1 ounce of physical gold. But bankers are gamblers. Why keep all the gold in the vault if everyone doesn't come to withdraw it at the exact same time? So they started printing and handing out more paper receipts than they had actual gold. This fractional reserve system worked perfectly while everyone was partying in the Roaring '20s. But then came the great crash of 1929. Players panicked. They ran to the banks to cash in their paper chips for real gold. And that is when everyone discovered the ugly truth. There was not enough gold for everyone. Banks started failing one by one. The system froze. The economy hit the blue screen of death. So what does the main admin of the server, the government, do? Do they admit they messed up? Of course not. They roll out a patch. Enter President Franklin D. Roosevelt with Executive Order 6102. The rule was simple. Citizens, hand over all your gold to the government at the old price of $20 an ounce, or face massive fines and jail time. They generously let you keep about $100 worth, just so people wouldn't riot in the streets. Through newspapers and radio, this was sold as the ultimate act of patriotism. If you hid your gold, you were labeled a greedy hoarder who was destroying the economy. So people obeyed. They brought their life savings to the banks. Now, watch the magic trick. As soon as the gold moved from the pockets of regular citizens into the vaults of the government, Roosevelt simply changed the official price. He raised it from $20.67 to $35 an ounce. Boom. The dollar was devalued by almost half, practically overnight. The government forced you to sell your assets cheap and then instantly marked up the price, pocketing nearly $3 billion in pure profit. Brilliant? Absolutely. Fair? Not even close. What if you were smart and had private contracts that guaranteed you would be paid in gold? The Supreme Court just took an eraser and deleted those clauses from the law. The admin is always right. You might think this is ancient history, but welcome to our current server. In 1971, President Richard Nixon completely cut the dollar's final tie to gold. We officially entered the era of fiat money, currency backed by absolutely nothing except our trust and the promises of politicians. Today, the government doesn't need to send armed agents to your door to take your wealth. They have a much more convenient tool: inflation. It is a hidden tax. While you are sleeping, the money printer goes into overdrive. More dollars flood the system, which means the dollars in your bank account lose their purchasing power. Your savings are being confiscated right out of your wallet. It is just spread out over years instead of happening overnight. The ultimate irony is that the financial rules are not written for you. They are written to protect the house. But if you understand how the game works, you don't have to be the victim.
So, what should a regular person do today?
Rule number 1. Fiat money, cash and digits in your bank account, is not a store of value. It is just a medium of exchange. Do not park your life savings in cash. Rule number 2. Transfer your hard work into hard assets. Things that a politician cannot print out of thin air. Real estate, shares in solid businesses, physical metals, or Bitcoin if you take the time to understand how it works. Rule number 3. Diversify. Don't keep your entire inventory in one slot. If the admins decide to change the server rules again, you need a backup plan. Remember, your wealth is only yours as long as you take the right steps to protect it. So, how are you protecting your savings from the inflation tax today? What assets are you moving your cash into? Let me know your strategies in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown of the financial matrix.